Welcome back to Underrated Movies. I'm your guy, I'm your man, Mr. Alton Henry. Today I'd like to talk to you about another underrated film I have the pleasure of watching, which you can now watch available for free on YouTube. Or, you can find the film and watch it of your own Discord, and I highly recommend that you do so. And this is Sorcerer, starring uh, Roy Schneider, Chill Martinez, Bruno Kramer, and Francisco Ribal. It's a 1977? Yeah, 1977 thriller of four ex-criminals who relocate somewhere in Latin America, and they were given a opportunity to transport a two trucks of nitroglycerin explosive across the jungles to their destination for $10,000, or maybe it might be even more. And honestly, when I was researching William Franklin's of Friedkin's Fried or Friedkin on his filmography, he did The Exorcist, The French Connection, um, which I did. I think I did see The French Connection. It's been a while, but I have to check it out again. And I've seen The Exorcist. That's a one-time watch. This film is a slow build, claustrophobic, Hunger Games like disaster kind of like movie. And the reason I say that is the film sets up four characters. Each of them have gotten into some sort of criminal activities, whether it's um, robbing somebody, blowing up for some sort of cause, or some sort of just criminal activity. And four of them get arrested, but they try to relocate into Latin America. And the film takes its time building up these characters and their stories and slowly introduces the overall main plot of the movie where there's a big oil rig or something that blows up and explodes, and they're given a job to transport um, several crates of I think there's a total of six. I think each crate comes with three of nitroglycerin explosives across the jungle. Um, and it's very intense. It's very intense. I'm gonna tell you right now, man. This is probably one of the most intense thrillers I've seen in a long time. And woo, man, does it deliver? I could do it. I do. I swear to God. The first hour is a big buildup, so it is slow. Sometimes you could get kind of lost of where the story's kind of going, but once that film finishes wrapping up what it's trying to do and build up to this second hour, it's crazy intense. It's like a horror film in a way, where you have these two trucks and they're just rusty, they're shitty, they're crappy, they could break down at any moment, and they're and it's just ugly looking trucks, and they have to drive it through the dangers of jungle of Latin America, where they're hitting across unstable bridges and roadblocks and people that plan on robbing them. It gets kind of cuckoo and very just unsettling that each situation that they run into, the characters have to cautiously figure out a way to get out of it and to do it very carefully and not so much movement so the truck doesn't crash or the nitroglycerin gets too unstable and blows up in their faces. And it gets really, 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 really anxiety um, filled with this. And I think it's one of those rare films where the build up to that moment, and then you're just there, just sitting while you're watching the film, feeling so much anxiety and exhaustion, just having to go through these characters and experience what they're going through and just watching it. There's nothing you can do with it. Actually, these characters are actually pieces of crap. They murder, they hurt people, but to see even the baddest of the bad uh, of people going through a situation that pretty much traps them, but they volunteer for this work, but volunteer hoping it would get them to live a better life. To see them getting themselves into this situation and they're trying to get out of it is it's hard to watch. It's hard to watch, man. I'm gonna tell you right now, there are scenes in there that got me like jumping out of my seat. And there are some things that happen in the film that kind of catches you off guard, just suspense wise. Now, I think this film is one of the, I think, best films that built up suspense and it doesn't hold up. And I'm gonna tell you, it gets you. And each time where they try to figure out a way to perhaps use the weapon that they're transporting, when an explosion goes off, it delivers like a horrific vibe that you just can't not look away. Actually, it makes you want to look away, but what happens, you're just in total shock of it happening. So, I mean, Roy Schneider's the star, but you have all these other actors that pretty much, I think, kind of have the same amount of screening time, if not. Um, they try to balance out the screening time. And again, it does take a while within that first hour because you're introducing these four characters and their stories, and then you're introducing the main plot. So it does require you to kind of take the time to really get invested of understanding these characters and then the situation they go through. But once that situation comes in and it hits you, man, I'm telling you, it freaking hits you. And this is a thriller. This is a thrills, and this is one of the rare films I can definitely call a mother effing thriller. Sorcerer. Go check it out on YouTube. I saw this for free on YouTube. Go check it out. Have you seen it? Comment below. Let me know if you have, and let me know what is your favorite underrated movie. And I'm gonna tell you right now, this is an underrated film from filmmaker William um Friedkin. This is it, and you gotta go check it out. Yeah. Shut off.